John Raspanti of Max Boxing and Ringside Boxing Show. You're here at King's Gym, one of the most historic boxing establishments, maybe in the world. What do you think, John?
When you come here, Jerry, it's like stepping back in time. That's what I always think. This has got so much history. I mean, if you pan around, this is where Andre Ward has trained since he was a kid. And what I really love, Jerry, is the posters.
Everywhere you look here at King's Gym.
You got stuff with Joe Louis over there. And so I always think that this is like a movie set almost when you walk in. You almost expect to see, you know, Rocky Marciano or somebody like that walk in here. But, you know, today we got Andre Ward, who's one of the greatest fighters in the world. So that's good enough. But, yeah, this place, the first time I came here, I had never seen anything like this because it would be something that you had read about in a book, you know, and it would almost be like a fictional gym with all these surroundings and everything. And I know this place has made it in the movies, and it makes sense because it looks like a movie set almost, doesn't it?
And we love our posters, many of them from the Shakedown and Quaketown and Ryan the Hyatts for many, many years. So we've got mementos everywhere.
Everywhere.
But John, let's talk about Andre Ward against Brand. I mean, it looks like such a mismatch, and it's really something that's created for, in my mind, Rock Nation.
Well, you know, the guy's 25-1 with 19 knockouts. He's got a very good record. He's also 39 years old, Alexander Branham's, but he hasn't fought anybody of note. So, yeah, you call it a tune-up. But in sports, we never know what could happen. A lot of pressure, in a sense, on Andre because, you know, he's going to be fighting Kovalev on the 19th in Vegas. So it's interesting in that sense. But you know, if you think about it, since Andre coming back, a number of people have said he hasn't looked that good. So he wants to keep building the momentum going to the 19th, I'm sure. So I'm expecting him to look pretty sharp. But yeah, on paper and in your mind, it's definitely a mismatch because Andre Ward, when he's Andre Ward, he's too sharp and too fast and too quick and too intelligent for all these guys. I mean, I don't care if it's Alexander Brand or possibly even Kovalev here in November. He's got those little intangibles that you and me have seen for years since the Olympics, maybe before that, which makes him always a prohibitive favorite in his fights.
And taking those couple years where maybe you're not fighting as frequently, it's not always a bad thing, especially late in your career.
Pay-per-view and never fought in Vegas. You know, I remember interviewing him right over here the first time 7 years ago on the bench over there. His dream was to fight in Las Vegas, so he's getting his dream. This is the big time. This is it. Kovalev is undefeated, as we both know, the crusher. He knocks everybody out. Didn't look so good in his last fight, but you know, sometimes you could just get thrown off by that. You think, I didn't look that good, and then he's going to be all prime for Andre Ward on November 19th. So yeah, this is a good one for that respect for Andre, especially to get the two fights in so quick, because as you know, he doesn't fight that much. As we know, this is his 30th professional fight, and he's 32 years old, and that long layoff that he had, I think it did hurt him a little bit, and I think he would kind of admit that he's still trying to find exactly what he was before that. He's getting there, but you know, it's kind of a slow process.
I think that skill got developed as a kid. I mean, this ring right here, in the first gym I trained at in Hayward, like Burge was a really, really good coach, and he's probably the last of the dying breed of the great teachers, and I've said that before. He's not just a coach, he's a teacher. So, you know, I've been in here with pros, you know, 14 years old, seasoned veterans, hitting me on my head, you know, trying to discourage me, trying to bully me. And I would go back to the corner and say, man, he hit me on my head. Man, he's pushing my head down. And he would calmly say, well, make him stop. In other words, figure it out. And having those sessions in here year after year after year, where I had to get my respect in here first before I ever got into the spotlight. You know, I had to learn how to adjust in here first before I ever got a chance to adjust in a big fight. So it started here, and I think it just carried over. And even today, you know, we bring in top flight sparring. Sparring is different than a fight, but we bring in top flight sparring to make sure my senses are on point, making sure that every day I got to be there. Got young guys, I got veterans that come in and try to prove something that keeps you on your game. And me, I don't like to lose a second of a round. So even on days when I may come in the gym tired, I'm trying to figure it out mentally. And it may not be my best day offensively, but what can I do to offset him? Okay, this dude loves the right hand. How can I take that away from him but exploit his weakness? That's constantly on my mind. It's taking away their strengths and exploiting their weaknesses, and I think it just shows, you know, when the lights come on.
He's a tough guy who can really, he's so competitive. I don't know if I've met anybody so competitive as him, that he will do what it takes to win. He doesn't care. And And if he sees, and he'll know this, he'll have a plan going in against Kovalev. If he feels like he can get inside, because you're right, Kovalev doesn't like it on the inside, not from what I've seen. You know Andre Ward knows this. You know Virgil Hunter knows this. They're going to do their best on the inside and keep him there, because if he smothers him, then he can't get distance to throw his powerful punches.
So shadow box?